Today's coaching moment is about buying and selling businesses. At the heart of the transaction is the business broker. So the question I have is, what makes a business sale worthy? So let's think through this. If I'm selling a business, I need to take the perspective of the buyer of my business. So in taking that perspective, what does the buyer need to know? Are there outstanding liabilities that I should know about before I buy the business? Are there at least 3 years of financials showing a healthy profit? How will the buyer execute the basics of running the business? Is the culture of the business supportive of both the staff and the clientele? Is there a step-by-step process? Are there marketing systems that guarantee a steady stream of customers? Will the buyer be the sole rainmaker for the business, or is there a sales staff? Does the business meet the buyer's income requirements? Training is a big issue for both the buyer and the staff. Are there training systems in place? The more of these issues you have solved within your business, the more attractive it will be for a potential buyer. The first thing I ask my coaching clients is regarding their exit from the business and if they have a plan. Many times, their assumption is that the exit is the sale of the business. However, it's so difficult to sell a business if you, the owner, are at the center of the business and everything revolves around you. Build your business with the exit plan in mind. Make sure your systems and processes are documented and that your staff is fully trained. Make sure your CPA is either posting or providing the year-end journal entry for your books to be completely up to date. Leadership is the key. Leading your business is completely different from running the business. Running the business is a management perspective, which is incredibly valuable. Leadership is the directional role that provides context for management. If the direction is to have a highly valuable asset upon exit, those are daily choices that are executed through the management process. Leadership and management must work together to solve the problems, institute the strategies, processes, and tactics that will build a highly valuable asset. Coaching is one of the many strategies that business owners use to assist them in building, maintaining, or rectifying the problem of creating a highly valuable asset to sell in the market. Business owners are often caught in the craftsperson dilemma, with their nose diligently doing what they know they need to do. They are not taking the time to really educate themselves on the necessities around their business, and though Google is not the education you need. This is where seasoned executive business coaches shine. They have been in the trenches. They have supported companies through a variety of crises from a myriad of perspectives. A sample of what seasoned coaches can support a business in is infrastructure, training, and culture, just to name a few. Take a look at what your business needs are and think about adding an seasoned executive business coach to your asset.
You're tuned into Big Ideas Small Business with Doreen Milano. Doreen brings energy, focus, and creativity with the most cutting-edge tools and systems needed to grow business, drive profits, and achieve dreams. Ready to rise? Here's your host, Doreen Milano.
Welcome. It's Doreen Milano with Big Ideas Small Business, and my guest today is Rochelle O'Brien from Venture Opportunities.
And Doreen, thanks for having me today.
And you are a business broker, and I'm so excited to talk to Rochelle because businesses, on the whole, do not have a well-thought-out exit plan. And this is the woman to talk to get your exit plan in place.
Correct.
Right?
Yes.
And you need to start that process at least 4 years before you want out.
Absolutely.
Not the day you want out.
Not the day you want out. Not the week you want out. Not even the year you want out. So the earlier you think about it, the better it's going to end up for you. The better the process is going to go, the more money you're going to get to put towards your retirement or your next venture.
Because it takes that long to get the business in line.
Absolutely. You have to look at where you are now. You have to go through your financials. You have to stage your business just like you would your house. If you were going to put your house on the market, you wouldn't bring buyers through with dirty dishes in the sink and the furniture out of place. You would make sure you had all of your processes in place, all of your financials together, and know your numbers before you start showing it to people. And sometimes it takes several years to get that put together to show your business in the right light.
Absolutely. And talking about numbers, I talk to business owners all the time. They're scared to death of their numbers.
They are.
They have such anxiety around their numbers.
They are. And it's just like public speaking. You think this huge task and you're not going to be able to get over it. And it's not that bad once you get started. So your numbers, you just have to rip off the Band-Aid, look at them. If you don't understand what something means, it doesn't mean you don't know what you're doing or you're not a good business owner.
Just call us.
Exactly.
Either me or Rochelle,
Or both of them.
and we can help you understand your numbers.
Exactly. Once you understand your numbers, you can talk to Doreen and put different processes in place, and she can walk you through over a couple of years to put in your processes so you really understand your numbers. So when a buyer looks at it, it makes sense.
How important is it for business owners to actively grow their business during the 4 to 0 years before they sell their business?
It's very important. You want to be able to show the potential buyer that it has the growth potential. You want to be able to show them what the business can do, what the business could do under new ownership. It's very important to get the price you want and the value you want for your business to show it's been growing.
So flatline growth is not the thing that you want to show if you're going to be selling your business.
No, it is not. You want it to be going up. Flat's okay a little bit. Not everything's a perfect
Hockey stick.
right. It's not a perfect hockey stick, and that might be why some business owners feel embarrassed of their financials or they don't want to look at it.
Absolutely.
None of them are a straight line. None of them are perfect. Nobody's numbers are perfect. But if you take a look at them, you can get them in the best shape you can and move forward to the sale.
And professionals, I'm an executive coach. Rochelle is a business broker.
Yes.
We don't share numbers with other businesses.
Absolutely not.
When you talk to us, your numbers, it's like going to the doctor. We're not going to share them with anybody.
Right. Until you're ready to sell and it's all put together in a nice package, those numbers don't go anywhere. But we can sit down and talk to you about how things are going in your business, different ideas you can implement, what you could do to make your numbers look better, to present them in the best possible light.
And that's a big deal.
It's a very big deal. It can make a huge difference in the sale of your business.
Now, numbers only tell us part of the picture, right?
Correct.
The other thing that's important for business owners to have in place are systems and processes.
Yes.
The more systems and processes they have in place, the more attractive the business is for the potential buyer, right?
Yes. You want it to be put together so a new buyer can come in and take over what you do. So you don't want your whole business to revolve around you as the owner, because when you step away, everybody panics a little bit.
A little bit? Come on.
True. They have a heart attack. So we don't want to do that.
Let's be really real.
Or people aren't going to walk in.
Employees panic.
That's right.
Buyers panic. The customer base panics. Everybody's in a panic. So get it together before you even get there.
Exactly. And then it makes the process smoother. It makes your business more attractive, and it just works better for everyone involved.
Absolutely. I cannot tell you how many buy sells I've been through where I'm talking to the new buyer of the business, and they're in a dead panic.
Yes.
They are in a dead. How am I going to do this? How are my employees going to learn? How am I going to make sure that these systems are going to work for us? It goes on and on and on and on and on. And people like you,
yes,
get that nailed before the buyer has the panic attack.
Exactly. It looks better to the buyer, and it works better for your employees, your customers, and it makes it more seamless. So you're not panicking, causing problems, and the numbers stay looking good as opposed to, faltering.
So take a minute. We will come back and continue the panic discussion in just a second.
It seems like there's never enough time in your business to get everything done that you need to. Searching for the right employees to represent your brand and satisfy your customers was already hard enough, and now there are even fewer options out there. How do you find the right people and keep them? My name is Terrell Tipton with Insperity, and we offer HR services that make your company make sense. Too often, local business owners take on HR activities wanting to run their business on a shoestring, but that can mean sacrificing revenue-generating activities that allow you to continue to grow and serve your community at the level you want. Call 972-409-4316 today. I'll walk you through Insperity's outsourced HR services and health insurance options and help you come up with a plan that gets the most out of your business and your budget. Insperity provides stability to businesses in uncertain times and has been helping companies just like yours since 1986. Call 972-409-4316 and talk to me, Terrell Tipton. It's time for your business to run better, grow faster, and make more money. 972-409-4316. Call today. One last time, 972-409-4316.
Multiple streams of income are the local business owner's new protection against inflation. If you enjoy sharing health insights and helping others live their healthiest lifestyle possible, you can create wealth for yourself and your family by doing what you love to do every day. Call 469-939-8933. Discover how to incorporate additional financial revenue into your love of health and wellness and the work you're already doing, using your time wisely and leveraging networks you already work with. Ready to learn more? Join the Wellness Institute's Carola Bradas, subject of the book, Look Beyond Tomorrow, to help even more people realize their potential and achieve their health goals. Build a side business with products sourced in North America and protect your bottom line. Call 469-939-8933 today. That's 469-939-8933. Call now.
And we're back, and I'm talking to Rochelle O'Brien from Venture Opportunities, and we're talking about panic. So let's continue this discussion because it's not only the business owners that panic, the employees panic.
Yes. And that's the last thing you want, because if you have a system in place and a well-run business, your employees are integral to making it work right. So if everybody's panicking and taking their eye off the ball, it doesn't work out well.
Well, and when you have panicked employees, you often have a mass exodus.
Exactly. And the last thing you want
is a mass exodus.
Yes. Then you have to retrain new people, and then you're set back again.
So having the systems and processes in place for the business is crucial.
Yes.
Bringing a new buyer into the mix without the employees understanding what was going on. There's two thought processes here. One, you don't tell them anything until it's done.
Right.
The other one is you give them the heads up and you guarantee them a job for 6 months, and that is going to be part of your negotiation with the buy-sell.
Yes, and there is a lot of concern and a lot of panic because everybody has known somebody who had a job and they was sold and they lost their job. And 99% of the time, that's not how it works.
No.
So if you approach it correctly, or there's a time to tell the there's a time to tell the employees, because you tell them too soon. Selling a business takes a long time. Then they have time to talk to their friends and get nervous, go look for another job. But you don't want to blindside them either. So you wait till the right time to tell them. You put systems and processes in place in the contract with the buyer where they want the employees, and everyone knows that they're wanted and they want to grow. And, it works so much better for everybody involved.
And you also have to inform the employees of what the process is going to look like, because they're going to have to tender their resignation with the old company,
right,
and do a new application for the new company and sign new documents and do all of those things.
Yes.
So it's like they're getting a brand new job.
Right. And you just have to assure them that nothing's going to change. They're still going to have the same benefits. They're still going to have the same pay, or maybe it's a little better as an incentive to stay with the company.
One of the things that has to happen here is that as the employer, you have to be coached through what those processes look like.
Right.
And have the expectation of what you have to be as the business coach for your employees during this process. Because you're not going to have somebody holding your hand all the way through. But you absolutely have to understand what it's going to look like, what is expected from you as the business owner, and what the need the employee has that you have to be able to fulfill.
Exactly. You want to take care of the people that are running your business. They're there and they're running your business so you can sell it. So they're funding your retirement for you. And if you let them down, they're going to quit, and there's going to be a whole lot of bad things that happen afterwards when the panic hits. It doesn't work out well for anybody.
Including the buyer.
Especially the buyer. And also, we're talking about the panic it can cause when you're looking at a marketing perspective on your business for sale. If you don't have the systems and processes in place, not as many buyers are interested to look at it anyway. That it lowers the value of your business. It lowers the, how attractive your business is to people. So we have less buyers to even work with.
And the whole point here is to make it look attractive.
Absolutely.
You're not going to go in and buy a dozen roses that look like they have been picked 6 months ago.
Exactly. Do you want it to be nice and shiny? Yes.
And fresh.
Exactly.
So we've talked about the employees. We've talked about the owners. Let's talk about the facility.
Okay.
How important is it for the facility to look bright and shiny and new?
It's also important. I mean, a buyer doesn't want to come in and look around and think, okay, well, I have to do all these repairs to bring it up to code. All the systems or the machinery is all outdated. So when I come in, I'm going to either have a big repair bill, I'm going to have to start replacing things. Then the value of your business goes down.
And there's things that you can do that are relatively inexpensive.
Yes.
Like repaint the strips for the parking places, right?
Absolutely.
That immediately ups the curb appeal because people know exactly where they need to go and how they need to get there.
Absolutely. And there's a lot of little things you can do just to upgrade when we talk about staging your business, just like you would stage your house. You would paint walls that need to be painted. You would, clean the machinery, organize things, get rid of old inventory that's been on your shelves for 10 years and it's not going to sell.
Upgrade your trash cans.
Right.
Simple little things.
Absolutely.
Right?
The little things that just make you walk in like, wow, this is a well-run business by an owner that cares.
Makes a huge, huge difference.
Absolutely.
When people know that you care, it's okay for them to care too.
Right. Because if it's in shambles and it's all run down, then they're thinking, okay, what did I miss that they've also let go? So I've budgeted for a new roof or some new machinery or some repairs, but what did I not see? Because a buyer doesn't see everything. It's not possible. So if it's all
never possible.
Right. So if it's everything they see is clean and put together and right, then it makes them have comfort that everything else is in place too.
Again, systems and processes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
It's not just for the people, it's also for the facility, the place.
Yes, absolutely.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And junk has got to go.
Yes.
Right?
Yep. It just causes clutter. I mean, and then it makes it look like you have a bunch of items that you can't sell, or maybe you don't know what you're doing or your inventory system's messed up. It just causes a lot of confusion.
I worked with a professional organizer. She said something that I will never forget, and I love it. Space is for people, not stuff.
Absolutely. I agree.
So keep the space available for people and process.
Right.
Get rid of stuff that doesn't make sense.
Exactly. Very true. And that, I mean, for all business sizes, whether you have 2 employees or 150 employees.
Doesn't make a difference.
It doesn't. Everybody needs to make sure they have a good working environment for their employees. It looks nice for their customers.
And everybody feels more comfortable.
Exactly. Everybody works more.
We'll be right back.
What is the role of American government anyway? Is the role of government to decide where I can go and where I can't? Is the role of government to work tirelessly to destroy vital infrastructure that keeps goods and services from my customers? Is the role of government to choose who can drive, fly, or ride according to mandated stipulations that threaten my body, health, mind, and conscience? Without medical freedom legislation in place, our rights and freedoms are one vote away from being dissolved. Individually, change is improbable, but as an aggregate, attainable. It's time to act with one voice. My voice.
And my voice.
And my voice.
And my voice.
To protect our freedom, creating one voice that cannot be ignored. This requires your voice too. Your voice, your feet, your vote, not just at the ballot box, but training to be a poll watcher, precinct chair, judge, or early ballot counter, so you're doing all you can to protect the fairly counted American vote. Move Freely America. Go to movefreelyamerica.org to find a chapter near you. Plug in, donate, and help our legislators defend our God-given rights under the Constitution. Move Freely America, because my voice
And my voice.
together with your voice, we're one voice that cannot be ignored. Donate today. MoveFreelyAmerica.org.
How long has it been since you've updated your brand or restocked your promotional items? The more often people see your company logos and taglines, the more often your company comes to mind. That top-of-mind thinking is exactly what grows businesses and generates revenues. So at Big Feet Creations, I've dedicated my time and talent for over 30 years designing and illustrating print and digital products that people love and remember. Now we're adding website design and audio-video editing too. Call Big Feet Creations at 469-450-7350. I'm a big guy, and I've taken big steps to help you grow big. Big Feet Creations, 469-450-7350. Call today. That's 469-450-7350.
And we're back with Rochelle O'Brien with Venture Opportunities. And we're going to be talking about exit plans really quickly. The size of business that needs an exit plan is everywhere from the little itty bitty micro business to the big guys, right? And everything in between. And if you think you're going to give your business to your child or another family member, you still have to have a succession plan in place.
Absolutely. Because even if your son or daughter has worked in the business before, they haven't fulfilled your role. So you still need to have everything set up for them so they can be successful. That's their inheritance. That's how they're going to continue to live.
And that is a big deal, folks.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yes. So if you're a small business and you need to put the processes in place to sell it, to hand it off, and it's the same basic processes no matter the size of your business, all the way up to multi-million-dollar corporations.
Same steps.
Same steps. And they can be easily followed. Don't be overwhelmed. You can call in someone like Doreen or myself to show you what needs to be done, and Doreen can help you implement the processes.
Yeah. But she's the woman that will sell your business.
Absolutely. Doreen can help stage it, and I will help sell it.
Great partnership.
Absolutely.
And Rochelle, how do we find you?
You can find me. My website is bizdealmaker.com. It's bizdealmaker.com. Or my cell phone is 972-351-3645. It's never too early to call me. We can have a phone conversation. I can give you some tips on what you could work on. Don't be overwhelmed. Everybody has to start somewhere.
And that's a great place to start this process.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for being here, Rochelle.
Thank you for having me.
We will see you next time. Join us again.
Hey, Doreen Milano here. You already know the squeeze family businesses have in acquiring new talent. You could also be feeling that very same squeeze when it comes to growing your business and gaining new clients. What if I told you there was a way to become the employee of choice in your field? How would you like more cash flow, more clients who love you, and employees who feel great working with you and your clients? I've helped hundreds of family-owned businesses, just like yours, who are now reaping the benefits of plentiful cash flow, increased revenue in the millions, employees who love where they work, and loyal clients. I've spent over 30 years developing the tool chest and working in the corporate space, helping companies of all sizes attain maximum profitability. You are not wrong or at fault. The struggle in family business is very real. Your business needs more cash flow, more profits, more leads, and happy employees. Spending the last 12 years working with family businesses, I've been upgrading and proving that these strategies actually work. The system is based on several key strategic components around people, strategies, process, and profits. I'm sharing my strategies with the owners of family businesses who want an edge in today's challenging market without having to reinvent the wheel. If you want to know more, go to v2e.biz or give me a call at 650-483-5798.
This has been Big Ideas Small Business with Doreen Milano. Doreen Milano solves problems for small and mid-market family-owned businesses and service-based industries. To work with Doreen, go to v2e.biz. For guest and sponsorship information, call 650-483-5798. Big Ideas Small Business with Doreen Milano is produced by Offbeat Business Media for the OBBM Network. For OBBM Network programming information, call 214-714-0495. Unauthorized use of any part of Big Ideas Small Business with Doreen Milano without prior permission through the OBBM network is strictly prohibited.